Believe it or not, the holiday season will be here soon, and that means that everyone gets really, really busy. But you might still be asked to bring a dessert somewhere, and who has time for that? Well, what if I told you there was a dessert that is super easy, super fast, and will fit into your busy schedule? Sign me up. And that's where this delicious gingerbread peppermint trifle comes in. I promise you it won't disappoint. So, grab your apron, get inspired, and let's make something quick and easy today from the Dewey Kitchen. Now, a traditional trifle is made by taking lady fingers and carefully layering them into your trifle. Yeah, we're going to skip all of that. We're going to use cake, we're going to use pudding, we're going to use whipped cream, and we're going to use candy. And the great thing about this recipe is it's quick and easy, and it's super customizable. So you can use any ingredients for any season, anything that you like. But for today's project, for the gingerbread peppermint trifle, here are all the ingredients that you'll need. To assemble the trifle, you'll need 1 gingerbread cake crumbled, 2 boxes instant vanilla pudding prepared according to directions, whipped cream, and crushed peppermint candy. You'll also need a trifle dish or a clear bowl for serving. For the homemade gingerbread cake, you'll need 1/3 cup shortening, 1/2 cup sugar, 1 egg, 3/4 cup water, 1/2 cup molasses, 1½ cups all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon ground ginger, 1/2 teaspoon baking soda, and 1/4 teaspoon salt. Combine the shortening and sugar together until creamy. Add the egg, water, and molasses, blend thoroughly, and then add your dry ingredients until thoroughly mixed. Bake the cake at 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes, then allow to cool before crumbling. To make the homemade whipped cream, you'll need 2 pints of heavy whipping cream and 2 tablespoons of confectioner's sugar. Combine the ingredients together and mix on high until your whipped cream has formed fluffy peaks. All right, I've got all of our ingredients laid out here, and this would be something actually really fun to do with the kids if you want to let them jump in. We've got this beautiful homemade gingerbread cake. Okay, I said that this was going to be super fast, and then I went and made a whole gingerbread cake. If you don't want to make a cake from scratch, use a bake mix. If you don't want to even use a bake mix, go buy an Entenmann's and crumble it up. Trust me, in the end, nobody will care because it will be so delicious. Oh, it just smells so delightful. We have some vanilla pudding, which is just instant pudding that we have prepared to the manufacturer's directions. We've got our wonderful homemade whipped cream. Yes, I whipped my own whipped cream. Now that's super easy and super quick to do, but if you can't be bothered, don't have the time, 2 words for you: Cool Whip. Or is that 1 word? Cool Whip. Anyway, Cool Whip, Ready Whip, doesn't matter. Use either one of them. The dessert will still be incredibly delicious. Delicious. And then we've got some crushed peppermint. Now you can buy the crushed peppermint in the store, or you can do what I did and buy just regular peppermints and pop them into the food processor. All right, here's how fast this is going to be. We're just going to take some of our crumbled cake. We're going to put it in the bottom here. The great thing about this is if your cake messes up, nobody will know. We're going to crumble it together. Isn't that great? No mistakes. Just about that much. Just a nice layer. And then we're going to add a layer of pudding. We're going to start kind of around the sides because we want to make sure that it does show on the sides. And then just kind of spread it around here. Then we're going to add a layer of whipped cream, just right on top of that. Beautiful. You can see I'm not being too worried about how this actually turns out on the edges and what have you, because in the end, it really doesn't matter that much. Then we're going to sprinkle a few peppermints in here. So when we dig down into this, we'll get a nice little peppermint bite there. Then we're going to just repeat the process. Another layer of gingerbread cake, using most all the rest of it there. The rest of our pudding. And spread that around nicely. And then finally, our whipped cream on top. And this time we're going to add a generous amount here because it is the very top of it. So we want it to look nice. Some people take their whipped cream and they really spread it out to where it's nice and flat, but I like it when it looks like it has little waves in it and it has some beautiful texture there. So I don't worry about too much about how I'm going to spread it. Take my spatula and just kind of work through it here to add some texture and dimension to it. Beautiful waves there. And then some beautiful peppermint on top. I do like a lot of peppermint, so I'm good with this, but you can use whatever you want to use. And look at that. We have, in just a few minutes, created an absolutely beautiful dessert here. You can see all the layers here, beautiful, all the way down to the bottom, and it just looks so wonderfully appetizing. When you serve this, you'll just serve it on plates or in bowls. You'll just take your spoon, you'll dig down, try to get a layer of everything as you serve it to your guests. And I just can't think of anything more delightful or super fast to be able to prepare for the holidays. You might consider doing something like a pumpkin spice cake and some chocolate. Oh, wouldn't that be delicious? But I am a fan of this gingerbread vanilla pudding and whipped cream and delicious peppermint. So if you enjoyed today's episode, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button, and we'll let you know when the next episode comes out. And we'll see you next time on From the Dewey Kitchen. If you tried this recipe, great job, and we want to know how it turned out. So send a photo of your results to ITriedIt@FromTheDeweyKitchen.com, and maybe you'll be featured on the next episode.